On December 10, Japanese parliament passed a law aimed at better regulating donations to religious or non-religious organizations, struggling to achieve universal acceptance. The legislation was drafted following the July assassination of former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe by the son of a believer ruined by the Unification Church, now the Family Federation for World Peace and Unification, known as the Moon Sect. The bill was ratified just 5 days after its submission to Parliament. Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, who served as foreign minister during Mr. Abe's time in office, owes much of his political capital to pro-Abe factional support within the LDP, therefore putting a lid on public outcry over the LDP's cozy historical ties to the powerful Unification Church, a maverick religious organization with its origin in South Korea and a global reach, became a high priority for his government, which is tasked with steering the country's post-pandemic economic recovery. The law regulates activities of organizations that collect donations or conduct spiritual sales, including non-profit organizations and schools, and targets exertion of possible pressure. The text defines certain criteria for establishing an offense, such as taking advantage of the vulnerability of targeted persons or creating fear by claiming that a donation is essential to avoid negative consequences. Penalties can be up to 1 year in prison or a fine of 1 million yen. The law also gives the family of religious followers the right to cancel donations, according to the principle of the creditor's right of subrogation provided for in the Civil Code. This provision can only be applied when followers themselves do not have the financial means to act. The passage of the law on malicious solicitation coincides with the government's announcement of an ambitious national defense upgrade, with the aim of boosting defense spending to 43 trillion yen, or about $325 billion over the next 5 fiscal years from April 2023. This represents a 1.5-fold increase from the current level of annual defense spending. However, there is a lack of clarity about where the funding will come from. The government is citing a mix of tax increases and debt financing. However, the narrative of raising taxes for businesses contradicts the government's stated goal of generating wage growth and strengthening consumer spending power. I am Lovely Montoya of Manila STV.